All right, let's talk about Dak Prescott. You know, I was very critical of the Dallas Cowboys after their loss to Arizona, and, to some degree, maybe didn't give enough credit to Arizona. They're, scrappy for sure. I was interested in seeing, though, how the Cowboys would rebound. Had a disappointing loss. A lot of times you don't want to face a team coming off of a disappointing loss, and this was just exactly what you were hoping to see if you're a Dallas fan. Could have talked about either side. I think I'll probably make a video at some point on Mac Jones taking on the Cowboys defense and it not going very well, but wanted to give some credit to Dak Prescott, who, again, I had some criticisms of last week. Well, let's talk about him really having a great day against a defense that, listen, I get it was banged up, but it's still a Bill Belichick defense. This is still a good day from Prescott, and we're going to start off with this play. One-on-one matchup on the outside. You have CeeDee Lamb. Okay, definitely a receiver you want to throw the ball to if you can. These sort of one-on-one matchups, single safety deep, are often very, important going up against Miles Bryant. This is a mismatch, and let's see what happens. Prescott's going to take the snap. You see that CeeDee Lamb, very quickly sort of goes with outside leverage, and it's not wide open. When Prescott has to make this throw, he does not know if it's going to be a completion or not, right? This is just one of those give your receiver a chance type plays and understand the situation. Single safety deep, it's a mismatch. That's where you should put the football. Try to get a touchdown here. And as you see, Prescott throws one up, and CeeDee Lamb is able to get into the end zone for a touchdown. I mean, just, really good stuff from, Lamb for sure. I mean, Lamb's showing why he is a number one receiver, but also good stuff from Prescott. Again, Prescott just needs to be a facilitator a lot of times, know where to put the football. That's a quarterback's job, and he did a great job of it on that play. Heading over here, another good example where, New England, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if it was just one of those, they tried a lot of stuff and it didn't work and that makes it look bad. I think Belichick might have overthought this a little bit, a lot of sort of exotic schemes when I actually thought that, and again, the injuries, I think they felt like they had to, but I actually thought going into this, I kind of liked the matchup secondary-wise. I'm surprised Belichick did so many unique things here, but again, take advantage of your opponent's mistakes if you believe it's a mistake. So 3rd down and 4, they're going for a heavy blitz right now. So where do you look at? Well, right there, you have Jake Ferguson, who is, the player who's covering him. It's a safety because, again, they don't want to show that they're doing the heavy blitz, so they have someone a little bit further deep who's going to pick him up. That, he's very far off right now. I mean, this could easily be a completion if, Ferguson realizes it and runs the hot route of just going over the middle, and then also Prescott realizes it and hits him very quickly. And as you see, Prescott is going to notice that. I actually don't even know if that was a hot route. I think that might have just been the play design in general, but either way, the quick route, Prescott reading the offense very quickly, reading the defense very quickly, and being able to get over and make that play. Just those little things of hey, the Patriots are doing something unique. Well, that means there's a unique way to beat it. Make sure you figure out how to do it quickly, and that's what Prescott was able to do. And a lot of times for Dallas, it was stuff like this, which, listen, this is not the sexiest type of play. It isn't, but these are really important plays to make sure that you can hit to, get the football down the field. It's zone coverage, and now, New England's trying to take away stuff deep, right? Okay, let's not get beat deep down the field. We're down 28-3, so we're about to come back any minute, so, given that score, so let's make sure we just don't get beat down the field. And so for Prescott, you got to be okay, well, I have Brandon Cooks running a route right there. It's sort of, there's an open area, just, take the open area. Watch as Prescott takes the snap. You do see that Cooks is, he's wide open. I mean, he's wide open. It's not for a ton of yards, and it's 2nd down and 10. So I think for New England, they're kind of saying, okay, well, we're not going to give up a 1st down here. However, again, Prescott makes the throw, and they just get those 8 yards on that play. That's good stuff by Dallas. I mean, if you're going to get a free 8 yards on 2nd down and 10, set up a 3rd down and 2, usually you should take that. Unless there's a better window down the field, which there usually isn't. That is an opportunity to, make something happen. If we're going to talk about negatives, there weren't a ton. There were still some, though. This was not a perfectly clean day from Prescott. You see the route he wants to hit is a tight end running just past the sticks here. But, I talked about the Bill Belichick kind of creating a lot of exotic plays, trying to mix things up, trying to fool Prescott. This is why you do it. So the player I've circled, he's going to actually drop back into coverage. Watch as Prescott takes a snap, runs a quick play action, and I think he just doesn't realize that that player is dropping back into coverage. I mean, which is what Belichick is trying to do here, right? Belichick is trying to fool you, trying to get Prescott to make mistakes, especially, I mean, again, 28-3. In the famous 28-3 comeback in the Super Bowl, a lot of that happened due to, the defense being able to make some key plays. They got turnovers, right? So maybe getting a turnover would be key, and that's what Belichick is trying to scheme up here. However, this time, it gets batted up and knocked away, but it was not able to be intercepted. So even when there were the occasional mistakes made by Prescott, New England wasn't able to capitalize. That's Jelani Tavai, who's actually turned into a decent player for New England, interestingly enough, after being considered a bust in the Matt Patricia Detroit Lions defense. Okay, mistake from Prescott, but an understandable one. Belichick does do this to you, even though I know everyone's on the, we hate Bill Belichick train after a rough, game for the Patriots, and I get it. There still were some good plays, but at the end of the day, for the most part, this was just dominance from Prescott. Going over here, this is going to be a 3rd down and 6 situation. Again, sort of a all-out blitz type spot here. They're going for Prescott on the 3rd and 6. Feel like they have to make something happen as, again, 3rd down and 6, just on the outside of field goal range, down 28-3. I guess 3 points isn't the end of the world, but you want to get a stop here, and ideally, you don't want them to be able to score 3. Well, watch out right off the bat, couple things to note. I mean, for one thing, Prescott's about to get hammered, but also down the field, the route I showed on the screen, it's about to get open. So for Prescott, going to have to make a throw to Michael Gallup while getting hit, but he does have a window to make this throw. And as you see, he is going to be able to make the throw while getting hit and pick up a completion. So, listen, I'm not going to sit here and say this is one of those games where I think we've seen Prescott have, more impressive days in terms of, having to do more and being able to rise to the occasion. But I don't think he was, I think he did exactly what the Dallas Cowboys wanted him to do in this game. Again, he's been in a unique scenario where a few of these games now have, really 3 out of the 4 of these games have completely gone out of hand, and they haven't needed him to do much. Obviously, the Arizona game was tough, and it's very possible they just maybe didn't take the Cardinals as seriously as they should have, which still isn't good, but that's possible. We're gonna get a real test of the Dallas Cowboys, Sunday night football against the 49ers. I mean, that's an awesome Sunday night game. Some rough choices for the primetime games this week, I think, but that Sunday night game I'm very much excited for. So that's gonna be a real test. But yeah, for this one, again, he just did what the offense needed him to do, which at the end of the day, that's a quarterback's job. We always go crazy over when a play breaks down, quarterback finds a way to make stuff happen. And Prescott's certainly capable of doing that. He didn't do it in this game, but that's a good thing. You don't want a quarterback to have to do that. It's great when they can do that because you realize that over the course of a football season, those plays are going to happen and you are going to need a quarterback to do that at some point. But when a quarterback doesn't have to make those, wild plays, that's a good thing because it means your offense is working well. This was a sort of a banner win for Mike McCarthy. Great stuff from him. Great stuff from Prescott. Horrible stuff by the New England Patriots. And again, they were banged up defensively, but at the same time, I thought that, they were outcoached in this game, and I thought that Prescott really did a good job of making the throws that he had to make to allow the Dallas Cowboys to eventually get this, victory. And he spread the ball around as well, too. I mean, it wasn't just I talked about that CeeDee Lamb play, but that was actually CeeDee Lamb's, he only had 4 catches in the game. So, Tolbert, Gallup, and Ferguson all had more yards in this one than Lamb. He was spreading the football around, which is also very key, getting those other guys involved. Just, exciting time to be a Cowboys fan after what a rough week it was last week. Turns out, might have just been one of those didn't take Arizona seriously weeks. Who knows? We'll see next week really how for real they are. But yeah, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.